see light at the end of this long, dark tunnel.
With the threat of a lockout and strike on the horizon, city leaders and the Chicago Teachers Union hammer out a tentative agreement, paving the way for thousands of CPS students to return to their classrooms. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jackie Bang.
And I'm Tamon Bradley. WGN's Mike Lowe is live with our top story. Tentatively, a good deal, Mike.
Tamon and Jackie, good evening to both of you. That's exactly right. Here at City Hall, Mayor Lori Lightfoot called this a tentative agreement this morning, which appears to end the threat of a district lockout of teachers and the threat of a teacher strike. Now, this is a proposal that has not been voted on yet by the 25,000 members of the Chicago Teachers Union, but if they were to approve it, students could be returning to their classrooms as early as this Thursday.
At long last, CPS has finally reached a tentative agreement with the Chicago Teachers Union.
On the coldest day of the year, Chicago witnessed a thawing in what had been frosty negotiations between the leadership of the Chicago Teachers Union and the management of the Chicago Public Schools.
Our children will be returning to in-person learning this week.
If their proposal were to be approved, preschool and special ed students would return to their classrooms on Thursday. But the deal is not yet finalized. The union posted a written statement on its Twitter account that reads, "We do not yet have an agreement with the Chicago Public Schools. The mayor and her team made an offer to our members last night, which merits further review. We will continue with our democratic process of rank and file review throughout the day before any agreement is reached." The city's latest proposal reportedly grants many of the union's requests, including language that no teacher or staff member would go back to the classroom before being offered a vaccine, and that allows any teacher who requests to continue working from home to be allowed to do so if a member of their household is medically compromised.
The victory, I believe, is for our families who need it the most.
CPS CEO Janice Jackson said kindergarten through 5th grade staff would return to their school buildings on February 22nd, and their students would come back on March 1st. 6th through 8th grade staff would go back on March 1st, and their students would return a week later on March 8th.
While face covering, social distancing will be with us for the foreseeable future, I am hopeful that this is the beginning of a new phase for Chicago Public Schools.
I'm happy that they've come to some sort of tentative agreement.
Natasha Dunn says she's excited to have a tentative deal because her daughter, a CPS 6th grader, was starting to struggle without seeing her teachers and classmates, a problem she says is evident in communities of color.
There's a disproportionate amount of Black and brown students who are not doing very well in remote.
Chicago Public Health Commissioner Dr. Allison Arwady says her office helped develop a plan that would trigger a return to remote learning for a 14-day period if the citywide test positivity rate is 10% or higher.
First and foremost, we want to make sure that the schools are safe.
And tonight, a CTU source tells us they are not looking at this as a, quote, tentative agreement, instead preferring to call this a framework, essentially an outline of the limits to which the city is willing to go at the bargaining table. Again, this is a proposal that still needs to be voted on by the rank and file members of the Chicago Teachers Union, and tonight it's not clear when that vote could take place. Reporting live tonight outside of City Hall, Mike Lowe, WGN News.